Finding your way to where you want to go is sometimes one of the biggest chores about getting there. You know, whether you're trying to arrange transportation through your own vehicle or somebody else's ride, public transit, bicycling, walking, whatever it might be. There is an organization that is here in Polk County, covers a wide area, not just Polk County, but they are here specifically to help you get to where you're going. And that's Commuter Services. And here to talk to us today about their program is Christine Diaz. Christine, welcome onto the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
You know, it's always fun to get to talk to you because you are so enthusiastic about Commuter Services. And I know that's because you realize how much you're helping people with the services. Kind of talk a little bit about the gamut that you cover when we talk about Commuter Services.
Okay, well, this program is a district-wide program, and I handle 12 counties. So I handle from Polk all the way to Collier County. So that's 12 counties, and we work with companies, large employers and small employers. We work with colleges, hospitals. We work with theme parks like Legoland,
right.
You know, different companies. And what we do is we help them develop commuter programs. So it could be a biking program, walking to work. It could be carpooling. We help them match up with another carpool partner to get them to use the service on a day-to-day. We provide an emergency ride home program. If an employee gets stuck at work, if they carpooled, or if they rode the bus that day, or maybe they walked or biked and there's a situation that they can't get home. Yeah. Well, we can cover the cost to get them home. We do things like that. We help set up teleworking programs. We work with park and rides.
Right.
The list goes on, but it's really to get people to get fit, to get active, to find alternative modes to get to work. There are a lot of resources that are available, but people need to contact us, and we register them and get them involved in the program.
You know, when I think about, you know, the current economic situation and folks trying to find jobs and not having their own transportation, whether it be cars or whatever. What a great opportunity to look you guys up and find out how they can get to these job interviews, how they can get transportation so that they can retain the jobs that they have.
Yes, and that's what we do. We help, we match them up with someone else that lives, maybe has a similar schedule as them, maybe it's their own employer, or we have some companies that say, you know what, maybe we might have people down the street from us, another company, and that's where we get all the companies to work together, the schools to work together. You start a networking, social commuting program, as you might think. But these are great resources, and all we need is people to contact us so we can help them get involved.
Now, Christine, the thing I think is really cool is some of the ways that you guys actually team people up. It wasn't too long ago that you started a system of registering and actually being able to connect people. Kind of explain how that system works.
Okay. Well, what we do it different ways. One way is that I actually go to an employer site and I set up a table, or maybe in the lunchroom, or we have a big event there, launch it, and actually register people there.
Right.
We take that data, we take it back to the office, we enter it in a system, and then we can actually match people based on their schedule, their travel, if cross-connecting streets, just based on that information, and then we can find them a match. Or a person can actually go online, commuterservicesfl.com, and they can actually register themselves. You might just be curious, is there anybody who rides, you know, or even is going where I'm traveling to on a day-to-day, and you're just curious? Well, by doing that, going online, setting up your profile, you can get a match and see how many people you could commute with every day.
It's really cool. You know, I registered for this a while back during one of those events that you were talking about, and I get these emails that tell me what services are available that are pretty much specifically tailored to what I would need. And it's really cool to see how the data that you supply gets kind of dispersed and how you're able to connect the need with the service.
Sure, and you know what? Everybody's doing it for a different reason. We might have people that register because they like to bike. You know, they want to find out where the trails are, what safety programs are available. Maybe they need a helmet. Maybe they need some safety gear to help them commute every day to work. or we could have other people, you know, that want to find out about teleworking, what programs are available, what companies are offering the service, the emergency ride home, how does it work? We get people like that. We get people walking. Where are the trails? I mean, where are the safety trails and areas that they can commute to every day to get them to work? So everybody does it differently, but I encourage everybody to register because that's the only way you can know what resources are out there. And since they're state funded, I tell people, you've already paid into the program. You know, they're state funded.
Yep. Now, you cover a pretty big district.
Yes.
About how many counties?
12 counties.
12 different counties that you cover. And I know that here in Polk, we're already seeing the difference that the Commuter Services is making, the usage of public transit, the information that's available, of course the registry that you've started. Tell me a little bit about the effectiveness that Commuter Services has had over your entire district.
Well, what we've done is we've gotten partners to start all type of commuting programs, and not just starting programs, but we've helped them get national accreditation. We've helped them be recognized on a national level for the things that they're implementing, maybe a pre-tax program, a universal access program to find free transit. We have companies that have strong carpooling, that they've developed teleworking programs, and they're really reducing the miles. They're taking their employees and they're giving them options. Pre-tax programs actually help the company save money, and they help the employee save money too. It's a win-win situation. And on a national level, we actually have about 20 of 170 partners that I'm working with right now. 20 have already been certified as the best workplaces, nationally accredited. And I have 3 partners right now in Legoland. Again, one of my partners here in Polk County, they got best workplaces for commuters, but they're also gold level partner within the program.
That's impressive. Now, when somebody signs up for this, they'll get emails, they'll get, I don't know if it's text messages or however the different ways that they receive the information. How do they act on that information?
Well, they'll either get an email, or some people, they'll get a letter in the mail, and it'll actually have their matches. It'll explain the program, how it works, what the resources are, who the contact is within their company. They'll realize who they could contact on a day-to-day if they had an emergency. From there, once they have the list, they can start up a carpool. They can contact that person, and do a profile. I mean, we have the tools to help them interview that person. I always tell people, you gotta like who you're carpooling with, you know? You have to have the same...
You can make a pretty miserable deal, huh?
Well, you have to, you know, are there gonna be coffee stops, or it's a straight shot, who's gonna drive? And we give you the tools to identify who can do what, and, you know, just to help them get the carpool started. Right.
Now, because you were saying about the organizations that team up with you to provide commuter services to their employees, what is the process of them getting in contact with you, getting something set up? How would they do that?
A company can call me, a company can email me, they can go on the website. All our contact information is, again, commuterservicesfl.com. All they have to do is say, please, we are interested, and I will go there, I'll present to management, I'll give them the tools, the information that they need, we'll register them. We don't sign a contract, there's nothing like that. It's an agreement that we're going to work with you and provide you these resources.
Right. Well, that sounds really simple for them to get involved with, and of course there are major benefits to being involved in these commuter service programs. Kind of touch just a little bit on what some of the benefits for organizations to get involved would be.
Well, we have some companies that parking management is a great problem for them. They don't have places to park.
Sure,
they have
use it here at the Board of County Commissioners.
Yes. So what we do is we start a parking management program, and we can identify carpool spaces. So now we have maybe 3 or 4 employees that are all driving together. They are using one spot. It's a designated, we call them the VIP carpool spot. So they're prime spots, they can park up front, but now they've already released, now they have like 6 other parking spaces that other people can use, because now all these people are carpooling together. We have that. We work with some government entities that they actually charge for parking. I mean, you guys are pretty lucky down here, you know, there's no parking fees, but there are some areas, maybe in Lee County, downtown, you gotta pay $30 to park. So if you register with our program, you park for free.
Wow.
I mean, isn't that a nice incentive?
That's a lot better than splitting it up.
Exactly.
With, a couple buddies.
Exactly. Split it up, share a parking space, get a free, now all of a sudden everybody's saving money.
Right.
There's other ones, transit. Transit is a big one. We can help set up pre-transit programs. That means that a person, could save a little money, the commuter saves, the company, their payroll actually will go down because they're doing these programs. Some companies are actually going after, they call this a LEED certification. Have you heard the green buildings and they have to get so many points?
Yep.
Well, companies have to do these types of programs so they can identify the buildings that are green. And so we can give you points for things that you do. So internally, a company can benefit with a parking management, starting a carpool, starting a pre-tax, vans. Sometimes FDOT has this, funding that they get and they help, to start a van pool company, or a company will invest in a van pool company. To start, van pools back and forth, things like that. I mean, how many people are in a van and now all these parking spaces are available? All these people are sharing the cost, the day-to-day cost to travel, wear and tear, maintenance, oil changes. I don't know about you, but personally, I travel a lot and I spend so much money with my vehicle. And if I had somebody that could drive me every day and I could be in the back with my iPhone and checking my messages, I would love it.
I'm right there with you. I was just going to say, and just the frustration of driving sometimes would be worth it to be able to sit in the back seat and not have to worry about being behind the wheel.
Yeah, the stress too. I mean, it's a stress. I have a lot of people that they call us and they say, I'm stressed out. The traffic, the congestion, fighting, identifying what program works for you. One thing doesn't work for everybody, but it's nice to know that you have options. Yeah. And you don't have to do it every day. It could be a carpool Friday, Fun Friday where you wear jeans and you can go and you can identify that day, or one day, take your car to a park and ride, right there, get on transit. I mean, Polk County has great transit systems here.
They really do.
And the connection, and what we do is we try to just put all the resources together. But the emergency ride home, a lot of people, what do I do? But that's a safety net. The emergency ride home, if you're using an alternative form of transportation, you're registered with our with our program, and you have a company that is actually administering the emergency ride home, then you might get it 4 times a year. Might be able to get a ride home if you get stuck in a situation.
Yeah, perfect. That's great. The Commuter Services has so many options available for people. You're foolish not to at least look them up on the web. Yeah. Register. It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't cost you anything
at all to register and see what services are available to you.
Exactly. And that's what we tell people. We just need you to register with us. We can provide you the information. And at any time, that doesn't obligate you to carpool. Now you don't have to get on the bus.
Right.
I don't have to. A lot of people say, and I got to ride my bike to work. These are resources. We're hoping that if we give you the tools, we give you the education, that at the time when it's right for you, and you're ready to change, then we want to be there. We want to be able to say, here are the resources, and this is how you use the program.
Well, you've got so many great services that are available to people, and it would be foolish not to look it up. What you're doing here is an exemplary model, across the state.
Yeah, and we just got Best Workplaces for Commuters supporting agency. So we're a gold level supporting agency. There's about 400 different members with Best Workplaces for Commuters. And I tell companies, if you are interested, if you want to get recognition for what you're doing, or you just want to have that opportunity to have a recruitment, something that you can tell your employees, your future employees, hey, we have the best program and we have a Best Workplaces for Commuters national program, that's a recruitment effort also for companies. So just call us and I'll help you with the application. I'll evaluate what your company's doing. The cost is going to be free and you're going to get national accreditation.
Well, you guys certainly have deserved the award. You've done a great job, and it's really showing.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming on the show today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's the Commuter Services here in Polk County and all across the 12-county district. If you need to get somewhere, these are the first people that you should contact. They'll hook you up with transit. They'll give you bike paths. They'll tell you the best places to walk. They'll hook you up with carpool options. If you're a company, there's absolutely no reason not to see what Commuter Services can do for you. It's really simple to get in touch with them. Just go to their website at commuterservicesfl.com. and you'll be able to find all of their contact information there. Give Christine a call. She would love to talk to you, love to set up an event to get your employees involved in becoming better commuters.